How is it going, everyone, and welcome back to yet another video on the channel. Now, today's video is yet another trade proposal, and this one, unlike the other ones that I have done, is the idea of a guy like Taylor Hall to get traded to a team like the Montreal Canadiens. We're going to be getting into all of that with the whole thing about him being a UFA and the possible destinations and possible asking price for a guy like Hall. Anyways, with that being said, make sure to like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and yeah, let's get right into the video. Now, as we all probably know, Taylor Hall, being 28 years old, is beginning to leave his prime, and you could begin to call this guy a veteran, which is absolutely insane. Like, you look at Taylor Hall and think that he got drafted just a couple of years ago, but no, it has been 10 years. And the crazy thing about those 10 years, only 2 of those years has he made the playoffs. And out of those 2 years that he has made the playoffs, he has not won a round. So despite this guy having quite the energetic start to his career, obviously getting picked first overall by the Edmonton Oilers, it has gone quite downhill from there, as he has obviously only made the playoffs twice and not even won a series. So as we all know, this guy's probably going to want to be on a competitive team that can at least have a couple of runs before his career comes to an end. And what team is that? For my opinion, personally, I have to pick the Montreal Canadiens, and I will go over why now. Now, obviously, despite the Montreal Canadiens getting knocked out in the first round by the Philadelphia Flyers, we're going to focus on most of the positives. These guys were not supposed to make it as far as they did, obviously coming last in the seeding, 24th, and already out of the picture by a bunch of analysts, reporters, and just fans in general. These guys were supposed to be swept by the Pittsburgh Penguins, who are experienced and have what it takes to go all the way for a cup run, but these guys knocked them out in the qualifying round in 4 games. And obviously these guys were in the midst of a rebuild, and they still made it as far as they did. Obviously, guys who really stepped up, showing stellar performances such as Kotkaniemi and Suzuki. We did not expect to see that out of these players, who obviously led them in points, and it was just absolutely insane to see these guys lead the charge and just speed up this rebuild, if anything. And having said that, guys like Caulfield, Romanov, and Peeling still haven't really made an impact in the lineup. 2 of the 3 players haven't even played a game on the Montreal Canadiens. So to see these guys come in, it really reminds me of the young Vancouver Canucks and their core. I just think that with the mix and blend of the young players and the vets who can lead them and show them the way will really help them out. And I feel like a guy like Taylor Hall could act as one of those vets and one of the more skilled ones. And I could compare him, obviously not to JT Miller fully. Obviously, Taylor Hall is a much better player, but in a sense, it is kind of the same thing, as they're bringing in a guy who can score and is a bit older and can show the young guys what it takes, to obviously be a player that is successful in the NHL. I mean, Taylor Hall hasn't had the most successful career, but he is a very skilled player regardless. And I feel like with this blend of guys who are young and just talented, with guys like Taylor Hall, could really create just a really strong blend and a team that would just absolutely crush other teams for years to come. So that's why I feel like Montreal might be a very possible destination for Taylor Hall. And I mean, obviously now you may look at me and think, well, I mean, he is a UFA, so why would they trade him? He's probably just going to leave in the offseason. But we've seen trades already happen by teams that are knocked out. Obviously, I can use the Kapanen one as an example. Arizona and Montreal are both currently knocked out, so they're allowed to make a trade. So this would make a lot of sense, I feel like. And, I just don't know why the Arizona Coyotes wouldn't do this if Taylor Hall wouldn't leave. If Taylor Hall would stay, I'd say keep Taylor Hall. But if he's looking to leave and he doesn't show that much interest in your, obviously, franchise, then why not look to trade him rather than lose him for nothing? Because I feel like Taylor Hall would still be worth quite a bit. And I don't know what the exact price would be for a guy like Taylor Hall. If you guys want to, obviously let me know in the comment section below what you think a possible price for a guy like Taylor Hall would be. Let me know. I would definitely like to hear you guys' opinions and thoughts of what he is still worth. I don't want to overestimate it or underestimate him. Obviously, I don't watch that much Taylor Hall because obviously he did play over in the East Coast for a while, and it's hard to watch games over there. But, I mean, he's still a very talented player, and I've seen highlights of this guy. So, I'd say he's still worth quite a bit, and I feel like the Arizona Coyotes could still get quite a bit for this guy in a trade. And I mean, I know it may be a little bit far-fetched, but even after Taylor Hall was acquired by Arizona, I have seen countless rumors to this guy being traded. And it just wouldn't shock me to see this guy leave to a team that could possibly be a contender in about 1 or 2 years. These guys have what it takes. They have the youngsters, they have the experience, they have price, and that's all you really need. And I feel like adding an asset like Taylor Hall would really help. And I've seen countless analysts and just reporters such as Bob McKenzie, Thomas Strands of The Athletic, and I could just go on about, just possible destinations for Taylor Hall, and I don't think any of them have left Montreal out of the conversation. So I definitely think that Taylor Hall could possibly make an appearance to the Montreal Canadiens, and it would be an absolute joy to see that. Obviously, the Canadiens have been on the fringe, a mediocre team for the most part for the past couple years, and it would be nice to see them have a lot of success, and I feel like this playoffs has been a step in the right direction. Acquiring Taylor Hall would definitely help them out. Anyways, I think that's going to probably do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate if you stuck around. Make sure to subscribe, like, do all that stuff, and I'll be sure to catch you guys all in the next video. Peace.